All right, so this video is all about the coronavirus-related paid sick leave for workers and the tax credits that are available for small to mid-sized businesses. This guidance was released on March 20th of 2020, and you can find it, the reference number that we use is IR-2020-57 if you want more information. So this paid sick leave guidance applies to employers, businesses, companies with less than 500 employees. And there are some exceptions for those employers with less than 50 that we will talk about at the end. So from an employee point of view, if you work for an employer who has less than 50 employees, these things are going to be available for you. There's the word, available. So the paid leave has 3 parts for my employees. So the first one is that eligible employees who are themselves sick or quarantined or experiencing COVID-19 symptoms and or seeking a medical diagnosis, any of those characteristics will make an employee eligible to receive up to 2 weeks or 80 hours of paid sick leave at 100% of their normal pay. All right, so if you as the employee are affected by this COVID-19 because you are sick, you are experiencing symptoms, you are being quarantined, or you are seeking a medical diagnosis, you can get up to 2 weeks paid sick leave at 100% of your normal pay. All right, sorry. Part 2, if you as an employee are unable to work because of a need to care for someone, maybe on quarantine, or a child whose school is closed, or whose daycare is unable to provide services because of COVID-19, if this applies to you, then you as an employee, then you are allowed to receive, or you're eligible to receive 2 weeks, up to 80 hours of paid sick leave at 2/3 of your normal employee pay. All right, so this is made for all of us who are not sick. We're not experiencing, the quarantine because of, something having to do with ourselves. This is because someone we have to care for is being quarantined or cannot go to school, cannot go to daycare, which is pretty much everyone with kids around the country, right? So this you will qualify for up to 2 weeks, 80 hours. Part 3 expands that piece. So what Part 3 does is it expands that coverage, that 2/3 of your pay coverage for having to care for someone else, for up to an additional 10 weeks. This third part, you guys, falls under FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act. So if you need to take this additional 10 weeks, you're going to have to file paperwork to qualify. All right, but in essence, you can get up to 12 weeks of paid sick leave at 2/3 of your pay rate if you are not able to work because you have to care for somebody else because of COVID-19. All right, big news. This is big. Again, if this does only apply to employees who work for businesses with less than 500 employees, if you're unsure, you guys ask your HR department, ask your manager, ask your owner, depending on how big your business is, ask. All right. So now let's flip to the employer side. So if you're a business owner out there and you just listen to all the reasons that you have to pay, not reasons, but all the paid leave that your employees are entitled to, there are employer credits to cover it. Basically, these payroll credits for employers are going to cover all of those expenses related to paying your employees for the corona-related time off. Okay, so if you have employees who are sick and are taking the 2 weeks up to 80 hours at 100% of their pay because they themselves are being affected, you will receive a credit for the money you pay to that employee. Same with the paid sick time at the 2/3 rate that you're paying your employees for staying home and taking care of their kids or their family members. All right. At the time of this recording, not exactly sure how the timing of this works. All right. We do know it is a payroll credit, so it will run through your payroll. We're just unsure about the timing. Do you get the credit as soon as you file your payroll? Do you get to take that credit off of what you're paying to the government? That is still to be seen, and I will come back here and update and add to the end of this video as we get some more guidance. All right. And last thing is there is a small business exemption. What this says is that small businesses with fewer than 50 employees can be eligible for an exemption from the leave requirement related to care for others, where the requirement would jeopardize the ability of the business to continue. All right? So if your ability to pay out to your employees that 2/3 pay would impede on your ability to run your business because of the cash flow, you are exempt from that. That said, I would, as a business owner myself, I am definitely working to be creative and try to find ways to make these things work, because when all this is said and done, if you can keep your employees on, you're going to be better off. Also, for those of you that are business owners, there is additional incentive in this new stimulus package that just passed to keep your employees on. And I talk about all of that in a different video on this YouTube channel. So go check that one out. All right, you guys, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned. There are a bunch of other videos already posted on my YouTube channel, and I'm continually adding content as we get more guidance on all of the resources available to you guys as both individual taxpayers and business owners. All right, so stick with me.